What up, guys? So today I am jumping into Absolute with the LF Sniper, the Las Fuzel, the La Fuzel. Regardless, I am using the extended camo build with the LF Sniper. Now this weapon hits very hard, so Squad Renewal was actually perfect idea for this build. Of course, I'm using targeted shot and lingering concealment. So targeted shot is going to help me get a damage boost whenever I am using the camo, or, you know, whenever I'm shooting out of the camo. And what's nice is I'm going to have camo quite a bit, because I'm going to use the sniper to get as many headshots as possible. And then I also can artificially extend my camo, so I'm also going to get even more free shots. And obviously the LF Sniper is one of the best weapons in the game. The LF is really good at piercing through mobs. The more headshots you get with it, you know, pretty much the more cooldown. You will basically be able to get your camo back as long as you are hitting headshots. And obviously, the more you camo, the more you get a nice damage buff. And not to mention, you can also heal your contested health with camo, and that's really nice. But I gotta say, the LF is very powerful, man. It felt really good to use the LF with the updated sniper. And right now, I'm trying to find the Biovore. Just going to land a few, pretty much gunshots. I'm sniping the Biovore's gun there, making sure I can take out this extremist. And I am getting healed. I am getting healed for the extremist executions, because we do have the Vanguard team perk that does that, and it's not actually really good. You can pretty much get a whole chunk of HP from that perk for Absolute because of the triple extremist spawns. Now here I'm just trying my best to take out as many majors as I can find, just to pretty much clear the room and help my team get through this objective. This is Ballistic Engine. Ballistic Engine's really fun. I really enjoy Ballistic Engine because of pretty much the elemental obstructions. Oh, that banner was really good, so I gave a good ult for the Emperor there. That was a really good banner there, so the Bulwark was able to heal up the team. And yeah, we were taking out Biovores. We focused that Biovore down pretty easily, so that was nice. But yes, the Ballistic Engine, this fog is something I'm starting to appreciate. I hope we get more, like, I don't know, some sort of elemental scenery in other operations, or, you know, something like that. Hopefully it's not too annoying. The fog isn't annoying, but it can definitely be something that makes you question where you're going, basically. So here I'm just being very careful, making sure that I, you know, pretty much have enough ammo for the rest of the level. It does take a little bit to get to the next ammo box, considering, you know, extremist spawns and all that. But you know what? Having camo puts me in a position where I have pretty much a way to heal my contested health all the time. So as long as you have camo up, you should feel fine if you take health damage. But here, yes, getting some nice parries for that gun strike. The LF versus the Bolt Sniper. The more I'm starting to use the LF, the more I'm enjoying it. The Bolt Sniper definitely has basically a disadvantage when it comes to targeting down mobs. So when it comes to clearing out mobs, the Bolt Sniper, I guess you would need to use some piercing perks to pretty much even be in competition with the LF Sniper. The headshot damage is comparable, and I don't know, I do like the Bolt Sniper, but it's definitely hard to say that the Bolt Sniper is the better weapon. I think the best case scenario for that comparison is that they're, like, fairly equal. There we did a nice job of targeting down that zoanthrope. And also, I do think the Bolt Sniper does a better job at taking out Terminus enemies. Not that that's like a super important stipulation, but it is a factor of the Bolt Sniper. I think the Bolt Sniper is pretty much just a tad bit better at taking out basically high priority targets. That said, as you see right here, the LF Sniper has an incredible hit for headshot damage, and the damage you get out of hitting the headshots with the LF it's just really good for a sniper. Sniper is incredibly strong right now. I think Sniper and Heavy and Bulwark, probably. That's probably the strongest team I can think of right now. Even though I've seen Vanguards do very well, I've been playing Tactical. Tactical is very strong right now. And Assault is also very strong. Pretty much every class is in a really good spot. I just really am enjoying Sniper, and the thing about Sniper right now is Camo can really put you in a position of just getting away from mobs and pretty much taking advantage of that. And it's really easy to get your camo back now. It was probably pretty easy to get your camo back before, I believe. Sniper is just, to put it bluntly, Sniper is just a very deadly class. You can approach Sniper from so many different angles at the moment. Right here, I just have these majors lined up. You can shoot the majors, you can shoot the mobs, you can pretty much get whatever cooldown you need for the camo. You pretty much have a good way to approach that. You can shoot the mobs. You know, there's going to be a lot of mobs that have their heads lined up, so that's why I find that to be probably the most reliable way to make sure you have your camo ready. And the reason why I think it's important to have your camo ready is because you can heal yourself with it. And not to mention, you can also increase the damage of your ranged weapons. So the more you have your camo, the more you have your damage increased. It's very, very nice. Sniper is just really strong right now. It's pretty wild how this situation's getting out of hand, to be honest. But it's definitely pretty wild how important it is to have a sniper when it comes to dealing with extremists. There's just a fair amount of perks that increase the terminus damage Sniper does. Now you can increase your range damage against extremist enemies. But Squad Renewal is also really strong, so that's pretty much what I'm using here. Oh yeah, look at this. This Ravener pretty much almost got me super dead, but I was able to get the execution here. Luckily, I was in a good position for that. We were chipping down that Ravener. We got out of that situation, which was nice. Ballistic Engine, you know, it's a Tyranid mission, but Tyranid missions are kind of sweaty with the extra extremists. I have seen people talk about if Lethal is still harder than Absolute, and I would kind of like to go back to Lethal to see what exactly the difference is for difficulty besides the extra extremists. I can imagine that Lethal's still pretty hard. Like Lethal was definitely something to get used to when basically you're going through the difficulties. I feel like Lethal had a pretty steep difficulty spike from Ruthless. And I don't think for Absolute we had that same difficulty spike outside of if you're bad at fighting certain extremist enemies, you are going to struggle on Absolute. But if you're good at fighting extremists, which is my favorite thing, I think that's probably why I am enjoying Sniper on Absolute so much, is because I just really like it tackling down extremist enemies. There, I just got a whole bunch of chip damage. I definitely should have looked from my surroundings. Not to mention, I probably could have camoed my way, and I think I just remembered it too late that I was going to be able to camo and heal myself there. But still, if you like fighting extremists, even though Absolute could be a little bit more difficult than Lethal, Lethal probably is still just as difficult. But yeah, it's just, like, I really like, especially with Sniper, I like hunting down extremist enemies, so Absolute is just I don't know, it's just like the perfect spot for difficulty for me. Oh, there we get a banner, which is nice. I'm able to pretty much heal myself through that. That Bulwark had a couple important banners there, so that was really nice to see. It's wild. I joined this match a little bit late, and the two teammates I had, they had, you know, pretty much, they had lower health for sure. They were at like lethal health, something like that, or a mortal wound at the very least, but now they look very healthy. As a sniper, I'm doing my job at taking out extremist enemies like the Lictor here. It's pretty much a sweet spot in the game for me. It's just fighting extremists during these operations is super fun. I could honestly just, oh yeah, here we have another Ravener. I could seriously just play this game as much as I need to when it comes to just fighting like Raveners and Lictors over and over again. That's why I'm like super excited for Horde mode, because now Absolute is difficult. But it would be interesting if we saw 4 extremists, at least, you know, at least one occurrence of it, one occurrence of like 4 extremists in a horde mode. That would be cool to see if we can get through that. Pretty much just challenging yourself in this game is where I think a lot of the end game is, I guess, if you would want to call it that. So I think horde mode is practically going to pretty much add a lot of the end game feeling I think that we're all kind of looking for the game. That said, it was definitely fun to level up the LF sniper. Learning weapons is definitely very fun. I'm curious of what they're gonna do with balancing with horde mode. I really hope we can take the rarity of the weapons we have over there or something like that, or make something of the progress we got in operations mean that we get some sort of upgrades for horde or something. Who knows? I don't know how they're going to do it. Regardless, you know, I imagine we're going to take our perks into horde mode, so the sniper's going to be in a really good spot for that. The sniper's going to be able to camo a lot. The sniper's going to have a lot of DPS, as you see right there. And yes, getting the most special kills has been something I've been aiming for. It just feels really good to take out extremists, so yes. That's why I'm enjoying snipers so much, dude. LF is so powerful.